This video shows a tense legal hearing involving a man named Manuel Cortez, who faces a serious charge after attempting to flee from law enforcement in a vehicle. He chooses to enter a no-contest plea, meaning he does not admit guilt but accepts the punishment. The judge carefully explains the consequences of this decision, making sure he understands that he is giving up important rights, including the right to a trial. There is also a strong warning about immigration risks, as this case could affect his ability to stay in the country. Even after the plea, the man is given a chance to speak. He explains that his actions were not planned, but instead driven by panic during a chaotic situation involving other people and unexpected events. He tries to show that fear, not intent, led to his decision. After considering everything, the judge delivers the sentence. He is given 6 years, but instead of going to prison, the sentence is suspended. This means he will serve 6 years under strict supervision. He must complete community service, attend programs, follow strict rules, and stay in regular contact with authorities. Any mistake could result in serious consequences. In the end, the judge emphasizes the importance of responsibility and clear communication moving forward. The outcome gives him a second chance, but with strict conditions he must follow carefully.
Arrest, detention with a vehicle, that's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you arrest, detention with a vehicle, that's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, I did, but I know what I did wrong, but I would like to at least let you know why it happened, what did it happen, why did it happen.
All right, we'll get to that point, but right now I'm trying to make sure that you understand the paperwork that you signed.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So do you understand you have a right to jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand you or your attorney have a right to question any witnesses the state would call to prove this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand you have a right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up that right and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Cortez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
No, ma'am.
All right. Do you wish to have another attorney?
No. It's okay. But just.
Just asking, are you satisfied with what I've done for you or not?
Oh, well, yeah, no, yeah, you don't do so much, you know?
All right. So my question is, are you satisfied with the way your attorney has represented you?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No, ma'am.
Counsel, have you had a chance to consult with an immigration attorney?
I have.
He has, Judge, and he's also gone to the consulate and discussed his situation with them also.
All right. And Mr. Cortez, have you had ample time to speak with an immigration attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And do you understand, based upon your plea on this case, that you could be deported from the United States?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that you could be denied naturalization or citizenship?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with the attorney, with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 150 hours community service restitution. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, sir.
All of the documents that I've reviewed with you are in English. Were those explained to you in Spanish?
No, I don't.
You don't, do you need them to be explained to you in
No, ma'am.
Spanish?
No.
And are you fluent in the English language?
Yes, I am.
All right. Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contact.
State any evidence.
Contained in exhibit 1 in attachments, Your Honor.
No objection, Judge.
All right, State, you may be excused.
Thank you.
Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I just,
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
You are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Judge, I think Mr. Cortez wants to tell the court, we're asking the court to follow the plea bargain, of course, and grant him his community supervision. And he's working on dealing with what he has to do to avoid deportation. But from the day that he hired me, Judge, with this particular case, he didn't have any traffic warrants. There had been an incident at his house where another young gentleman showed up with a gun. So he took off, and then when the sheriff's deputy got behind him, he just panicked and just took off on the motorcycle. But he just said, Mr. Mitchell, I just panicked. I freaked out and took off. So.
All right, who is Eric Perez?
Eric Perez, yeah, that's my son's friend, but I mean, he wasn't allowed at my house because he had taken a gun to my house and he was showing my son and he almost shot my son. Like, he was inches away from him, so he wasn't allowed in my house because of that incident, right? So I was coming back from work and like I went to my son's room just to say hi to him, because I was gonna go to my second job. And when I walked in there, I smelled marijuana in the room, right? So I'm like looking around, I'm like, dude, I can smell marijuana in here. Well, there was marijuana underneath my son's bed. And then out of the closet, Eric comes out. So that right there just boiled my blood. I mean, I was mad, because he wasn't supposed to be in my house, So I called his dad and I told him, hey, but his dad was drinking. So I was like, I just told him, let's go, come on. So I took the weed that he had there, I put it in my pocket. And then he said he had he had pills too. So he stayed with the pills. Anyway, so we were walking outside to, I should have taken my truck, but since I know he raced motorcycles, the little boy. So I was working on his motorcycle and I don't know why I ended up taking him with the motorcycle to his house, right? And I was mad. So, I thought I was driving good, but obviously the cop said that I was swerving or something like that. So that's why he turned the lights on. But whenever I saw the lights on, I knew about the weed that I have in my pocket. So that just made me panic. And so I took off, And then once I got to the creek, I got rid of the weed. He threw away whatever he had. And so, we gave in. We didn't ran or nothing. I just wanted to get rid of that stuff that I had in my pocket, because I didn't want to be charged for that because of some previous 2006, some accident that happened that I was charged with something that wasn't even on my possession, So
What charge in 2006?
I'm sorry, Judge.
What charge?
I think he was given probation back in 2006 for a drug possession case.
But it was
I
not
did not
mine.
represent him, and he's maintained it ever since. So
150 hours community service restitution, proof of employment within 30 days.
As this case comes
There's to
to an
be no
end, it
employment
leaves
as a
behind an
home
important
healthcare
lesson about
provider
how quickly life
or
can
with
change in a
minors.
moment of panic. What started as
Where's
a
your
chaotic
son's mother?
situation turned into a
She-
serious
we live
legal
together.
matter with long-term consequences. While the outcome
There's to
gives
be
him a
regular
second chance,
reporting
it also places
by
a heavy
Zoom or in
responsibility on
person.
his shoulders.
There's to be
The
regular
next 6
random
years will not be
UAs.
easy. He must follow strict rules, stay disciplined, and prove that he
defensive-
can make better decisions moving forward. Every step he takes from here will matter, and even a small mistake could bring serious consequences. This situation also highlights how fear and poor judgment can lead to actions that affect not only one person, but their family and future as well. Now, the focus shifts from what happened in the past to what he chooses to do next. In the end, this is more than just a legal outcome, it's a turning point. A chance to rebuild, to learn, and to move forward with responsibility. Whether he succeeds or fails will depend entirely on the choices he makes from this point on.